Okay, with the microphone, I don't have to talk too loud. You can hear me, right? Okay, good job. We have the privilege today of having a phenomenal author speaker, Mrs. Amy Logan, here with us today. Can you say hi, Amy? She's not only the author of one book, she's got multiple books, and she's going to share those with you a little later on. She's got a great presentation and a great story to tell you, along with some good questions to get you thinking about the things that she talks about within the book. So she is local, she's around the area, she's going to tell you a little bit about herself, so I'm not going to steal any stage time from her any more than I have to. So give her your undivided attention. I know you're going to be a great audience. I love to see all the capes you guys are wearing today. Very cool. I'm going to turn it over to Miss Amy right now. Let's give her a round of applause.
Well, hey, Liberty, how are you guys today? Everybody doing good? I am so happy to be here. We had a great time with the kindergartners and the first graders. So now let's see, we're second grade. Do we have second graders in the house? Second grade. Okay, how about third grade? We have third graders in the house. We're second grade, third grade, second grade, second grade, third grade, third grade, second grade. Okay, woo, we got everybody. Well, I'm very happy to be here, but before we get started, I need to see how many of you guys like to read books. Raise your hand if you like to read books. Seriously, everybody raise your hands. Your teachers are looking at you right now. Just put your hands up. Okay. All right, hands down. How many of you guys like to write or tell stories? Any storytellers in the house? Okay, now look around. Don't put your hands down yet. Look around. Look at all the people who have the same interest that you do. See, okay, now you can put your hands down. See, a lot of times we think, I am the only one who likes this. I'm the only one who doesn't like this. I'm the only one. But the truth is, so many of us, we have more things in common than we even know about. Okay, how many of you guys like to draw or color pictures? Wow, look at all the artists in here. I love it. Okay, hands down. How many of you guys like to listen to music? Whoa, all right, hands down. What about watch movies? Wow, okay, hands down. The reason I asked about music, see, not everybody, some people love to write, but they don't want to write children's books. The reason I asked if you like to listen to music, next time you listen to your favorite song, if it's pop, if it's rock, if it's rap, if it's whatever your favorite song is, listen to the words, because those are song lyrics. That's actually poetry that somebody wrote and put to music or put to a beat. Next time you watch your favorite movie, you guys, that started out as a script. It started out with somebody coming up with an idea and writing it all down. And then creativity and imagination bringing it to life. So whatever it is that you love to do. See, when I was your age, I always wanted to write books. I loved Dr. Seuss. I loved Amelia Bedelia. And even still, now I love children's books. They're my most favorite because they're a little bit easier for me to read. And one of my new favorites is The Day the Crayons Quit. Have you guys read that book yet? Oh my goodness, I need to meet that author. I love the day. So if you haven't read it yet, absolutely check that book out because it's so funny and so awesome. But when I was little, I was told you can't be an author. How are you going to write books? You know, I grew up, you guys, in Illinois. I live in Joliet, which is about a half an hour from here. So do you know Joliet? It takes an hour sometimes in traffic coming down I-55. I hear you, sweetheart, I know. But I grew up here in Illinois, and so I was told, you can't write a book, you're going to have to do something else. I'm here, whatever you love to do, you guys. If you love to draw, if you love to write, if you love to sing music, if you love soccer, if you love science, if you love gymnastics, whatever you love to do, and whatever you want to do as you get older, you have everything inside of you already to make that dream come true. Because remember, they told me I couldn't do it. You guys, I not only have one book out there, I have 4, and I've got several others that we're working on. So, but there's 2 big things that you have to keep doing in order to make your dream happen. Number 1 is keep practicing. Whether it's volleyball or soccer or science or writing or drawing, whatever it is, keep practicing because you only get better when you practice. And the most, even more important thing than that, you guys, is keep reading. Everybody say, keep reading! Yeah, I'm not kidding you guys. Whether you want to be a professional athlete, a teacher, a doctor, work at a store, the best thing you can do is keep reading because the more you read, the more your brain grows and grows and grows, and the more creative you become, and the more ideas you come up with. So let me tell you how the idea for this book happened. So a couple years ago, I was sitting around. Oh my goodness, you guys. I am so good at sitting around some days. Anybody else good at sitting around? Some days, that's like an Olympic sport for me, and I'm the gold medal winner, right? I can sit around. And I was sitting around, and the idea of a superhero popped into my head, which is weird because I'm not really into DC or Marvel, like superhero comic books or anything, but I started thinking about what superheroes do. Help me out, you guys. What do superheroes do? What do they do? Right here. Save people, yes, all the way in the back corner. What do they do? Yes. Yeah. They help people, of course they do. Yes, what else do they do? Help people to not be poor. Okay, is that what you said? Yep, of course, absolutely. And this gentleman right there, what do they do? Superheroes? Yes, my friend. They fight crime. They get rid of the bad guys who are basically bullies wearing tights, right? They get rid of those bad guys. Superheroes make the world better. Nice. So you guys, as I'm sitting there, I'm not kidding you, as I sit out, I was getting excited. I started thinking, I know tons of kids and tons of grown-ups who do great things to make the world a better place. And then I got bummed out, you guys. I got really bummed out because I started thinking, I know some kids and some grown-ups who I think are really super, but they don't feel very super at all. And what's worse is I know some kids, and I even know some grown-ups who on purpose make other kids or other grown-ups feel not super. So I decided, I am not having any more of that. I'm gonna write my story. I'm gonna read it to as many kids, as many grown-ups as possible, to get as many people to believe and realize how awesome and powerful and super you really are. Is that a good idea? Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna read this story. Now I know you guys are the top dogs of this school. You guys are the second and the third graders. I know some of you are sitting there going, Amy, Logan, this is a picture book. We're used to reading like chapter books and like million-page novels, and it's a picture book. But here's what I want from you guys. I don't want you to listen to this story as just another picture book, right? You guys are second and third graders. You guys are the highest levels at this school. I want you to listen to this story as a leader of this school that you are. As a cool kid did you guys know you guys are the cool kids of this school? Did you know? You want to know why? You guys are the cool kids of this school because at this school, you guys, you have kindergartners and first graders. They can't wait to be you. They're watching you on the playground. They're watching you in the hallways. They're like, oh my gosh, a cool second and third grader. Here's how powerful you are as a second grader and a third grader. Let's say it's the beginning of the day and you're walking into school and a kindergartner goes walking by and they go clunk, 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 and they face plant right in front of you, right? And they just completely wipe out. And they're laying there going, I fell in front of a third grader, really cool kid. What do I do? Do I pretend like I'm sleeping? Do I just lay here? What do I do? And you, as a third grader, you're like, dude, and you help that kid up and you're like, are you okay? And you give him a high five and say, have a great day. That kid goes home that day, you guys, and goes, Mom, the coolest thing happened to me at school today. And Mom's like, I just watched those new pants and now there's a hole in them. Mom, you never listen! Mom! I was walking into school today and I tripped and I fell and this really cool third grader helped me up and told me to have a great day. It was so awesome! That is the power that you guys have as a second grader and a third grader here at Liberty School. So that's how I want you guys to listen to this story. But before we get going, I need to introduce you to the coolest dogs on the face of the planet. These are my dogs, Boris and Nigel. Aren't they the sweetest? Everybody say, hi Boris, hi Nigel. We rescued Nigel when he was a year old, so we've had him for 7 years now. But Boris, we just got Boris, you guys. We rescued him. He's a Yorkie, but he's 7 weeks old, you guys. No, 8 weeks. He's 8 weeks. Isn't he little? They wanted to come. When they found out I was coming to Liberty, they're like, can we come? I mean, they're like by their leashes. And I said, no, you can't. You'll bark and lick and bark and lick, and Boris will probably piddle on the floor. And so I had to leave him at home. But until that you said hello, everybody say, bye, Nigel. Bye, Boris. Look how cute they are. Here we go, you guys. A Girl with a Cape. The true story about the superhero in all of us. Can someone so small make a difference at all? Can someone like you make the world seem brand new? I'm not sure you know this, but I tell you it's true. It's a story of a superhero, of a kid just like you. So sit back, Bundle up, take a breath, let it out. A girl with a cape is what this is about. Once upon a time, there was a girl with a cape. Well, not so much a cape, but a scarf that she tied. But it felt like a cape because she felt super inside. The girl knew something that most never do. She could change the world. She knew that to be true, but didn't know what or how. Just, there's more. Which is why every day the cape she wore. Liberty, do you guys want to know what happened on Monday? You guys, seriously, my new favorite school right here. I love you guys. Okay, on Monday, she woke up refreshed and bright-eyed, ready to go. The scarf she tied, brushed her teeth, ate her breakfast, her day ready to start. Then said, "Mom, I love you with all of my heart." Now, what she didn't know is Mom felt pretty beat. Sometimes moms feel that way when they're always on their feet. Mom was so tired and wanted to go back to bed. But the "I love you" filled Mom's heart, so she did this instead. She baked a cake, went to the store, bought stuff for dinner to cook some more. She loved on the cashier who was ready to quit. And that sparked a smile that had never been lit. The cashier was promoted for helping with care. Customers came far and wide to shop there. And all of the guests left the store feeling great. All from the "I love you" from the girl with the cape. On Tuesday, the day started just like the last. A kiss and a kind word to Mom as she passed. The girl went out searching for something so grand. To make the world better is what she had planned. Something so big that would make her feel tall. To make a big difference from a girl so small. Because although she was little, she knew there was more. And in case Tuesday was the day, her tight scarf she wore. Do you guys want to hear more of what she had in store? I love you guys. On Wednesday, she helped wash the dog head to tail. She thanked the mail carrier for bringing the mail. She made a nice note for the neighbor next door. She held the door open for a kid at the store. She said please and thank you, and that's a nice hat. And all of a sudden, no sooner than that, the kind words didn't stop. They continued to go on. They traveled to the next guy, the next one, and so on. Look, she's telling her friend, "You're a great friend." Well, that made him happy, so he told his mom, "You're the best, Mom." That put Mom in a good mood, so Mom says to the neighbor, "Would you like to join me for lunch? And thanks for helping me, and I think you're great, and you look so pretty today." And you guys, the words kept going and going and going. But she didn't see any of this magic take place. To her, it was normal to put a smile on her face. So, on Thursday, she started to question the cape. "Hey, cape, what difference do you make? I still have no powers and no superhero. What have I done that's a big fat zero? Nothing, I tell you, nothing at all. I can't make a difference. I'm just way too small." You guys, look, she feels like she doesn't matter. She feels like she's not important. Just then, Mom came in to settle her down. Her sadness was sad, a big old sad frown. And Mom said, "I heard what you said, and it's so not true. The world is much better, and it's because of you. Look, the dog is now happy and smells even better. The mailman whistles when bringing us letters. The people at stores hold open the doors, and that's just a couple of things, but there's more. My heart is so full from the things that you say. You tell me you love me, and that makes my day. You are a superhero. Your words are your cape. When you say kind things, it makes people feel great. And do you want to know something more that's outrageous? Your kind words and actions are truly contagious. What you say matters and travels for miles. Your one little sentence brings hundreds of smiles. Now that's a superpower. Your words, what you say, you have the power to brighten a day. Yes, you are the biggest difference maker of all. You may think you're small, but your words make you tall. Your heart and your smile, you don't need a cape. Your actions and kindness, those things make you great. So, now that you know that your powers are true, tell me, sweet darling, what next will you do? And that is the end of the story. Do you guys like the story? Yes. Woo! Okay, well, I have two questions for you guys. So the first question is, usually, not all the time, but most of the time, the main character in a story has a name. Did anybody ever hear me call her by her name? No. Why do you think that is? Why do you think? Your hand went up first. Because it's me? Okay, I like the way you're thinking. He thinks because it's me. Okay, why else? There's another reason right here. Why else? Because it could be, it could be anybody. Absolutely, yeah, because if it was going to be me, my name's Amy Logan. What's my name? Amy Logan. Right, so I would totally name her Amy Logan. Raise your hand if your name is Amy Logan. Any Amy Logans in the house? Wait, no? Really? Okay, all right, how about this? Raise your hand if your name is not Amy Logan. Ah, there we go. See, y'all be reading that book on, oh, it's so great for all the Amy Logans out there. I chose not to give her a name because she could be anybody. Next question. Why do you guys think I ended my story with a question? Tell me, sweet darling, what next will you do? Why did I do that? Right there, I saw your hand go up first. The earrings. Because I'm making another book? Yeah, that's called foreshadowing. When a writer gives you clues that something else is coming, that's giving you foreshadowing. It's called foreshadowing. Yes, there's one other reason. Why do you think? Right here. Bingo, because so you can think of the book, so you can think, what am I gonna do next? Because I'm asking you, because seriously, you guys, at any point in time, was she like Superman? Did she use her cape to fly around? No. At any point in time, was she like Spider-Man, running around shooting spider webs out of her wrist? Pew, 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 pew. No. Was she like Wonder Woman flying around in an invisible jet? No. But what did she do that was powerful? What'd she do? She was little, but her words made her tall. Bingo, yes, I love it. Why else? What'd she do? She helps people, yes, by doing what? On the middle, all the way in the back, the dark blue. Dark blue, yes. She said nice words, yes, love it. What'd she do? Yes, she was, with her words, it was kindness, and she gave it to other people and kept going, yes, yes, yes. What else did she do in the maroon shirt? What'd she do? Okay, we'll go with the girl here and then the boy in the maroon shirt. Go ahead, what'd she do? Told her mom she loved her. Good job. Yes, what else did she do? She washed the dog. Yes, what else did she do? Held the door. Okay, time out. She held the door open for everybody. Everybody say, time out. Do you guys think holding the door open for somebody is really a big deal? Some said yes, some said no. So I have a story, guys. I have 2 kids, right? So we go to the grocery store, we get groceries, and we gotta drive home, bring them into the house. So my daughter, she takes a bag. My son, he takes a bag, and me, because I'm mom, I got a gazillion bags. They went running toward that front door. I never saw them run that fast, you guys. They wanted to get inside and watch TV. They went running, and I'm like, you guys wait, hold the door. You guys wait, hold, slam! The door slammed. They're inside. I'm still standing on the porch. Who did the door slam on? You. Me. Who dropped some of her bags of groceries? Me. Who got angry? Me. Who got in trouble and wasn't allowed to watch TV the rest of the day? The kids, that's right. Mom has the power. Yes. Do you think they hold the door open for people from now on? They absolutely do, you guys. I wrote my books because I saw a need. I saw that more people needed to see how powerful you really are. So we're gonna do something right now. How many of you guys like to play ball? Football, baseball, basketball, tennis, soccer, right? We're gonna pretend that kindness is like a ball. Everybody say, what? What? Yeah, because just like whenever we play ball, everybody wants the ball thrown to them. Same thing, people, everybody wants somebody to say, ooh, this is warm. Say something kind to them. So I need a couple of helpers. Hold on a second. People that were kind of by the aisle, and I would choose everybody, but you guys, if I chose everybody, we'd be here till next week. How many guys want to stay here till next week? Wow, again, kids, look at, but teacher, kids, look at your student, or you look at your teachers. Not one of them has their hands up. Okay, come on over here, you guys. Everybody line them on the black line, right here. Here we go, here we go. Okay, when I gently, here's what we're gonna do. When I gently, everybody say gently. Gently hand the ball to the next person in line, I have to give a compliment. Who knows what a compliment is? Who knows what, do you know what it is right here? What's a compliment? I know you know. I know it's in there. What's a compliment? When you say something nice to somebody, like, I love that pink sweater on you, or I love those glasses on you, or I think you're a great friend, or you've got a nice smile. So right now I'm gonna get ready to hand the ball to my friend whose name is? Business. And right now I'm gonna say something nice to my buddy whose name is? Business. Right now I'm going to say something, I'm going to pass the ball to my friend whose name is? Business. Okay, I got it. That's your name, right? Okay. And I'm going to say, you've got the nicest, here, take the ball. This is how this works. You've got the nicest smile. I'm so glad you came to school today. How'd that make you feel? Good. Okay, good. All right, now you're going to hand the ball to? Tell him something nice. Give him a compliment.
You have good hair.
You do have good hair. I was thinking the same thing. Good job. How'd that make you feel?
Good.
Okay, good. All right, now you're gonna hand the ball to?
Here.
And tell her something nice. Don't let it get away! Hold on. I mean, he likes to jump out of people's hands. Don't do that. Okay, look, look. She got a nice cape. Yeah, tell her.
I like your cape.
I totally do too. Good job. Now you hand that. Okay, there we go. How'd that make you feel?
Good.
Good. Okay, you're gonna hand the ball to.
Ashley.
And tell her something nice.
I like your hair.
I like your hair too. Good job. How'd that make you feel?
Good.
Good. Oh, everybody say, oh my goodness. Seriously, you guys, all I did was hand the ball to my friend whose name is?
Business.
Still business. Okay, but if he would have said Brian, I would have cracked up laughing. I'd be like, that's not your name. Did he have any idea how far that ball was going to go, you guys? How many of you have ever bounced one of those super crazy balls? Right? Those little super, right? And when you bounce one of those balls, does it go, or does it go zing, 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 zing? Right? Same thing happens when you choose to do or say something nice, you guys. It keeps going, going, going. And let me ask you, how did it make you feel to say something nice to him?
Awesome.
Awesome. How did it make you feel to say something nice to her?
Really awesome.
Really awesome? Say it again.
Really awesome.
Really awesome. How did it make you feel to say something nice to her?
Really nice.
Really nice. I love it. And when you say something nice to somebody, how's it going to make you feel?
Brilliant.
Brilliant. I love it. I got a brilliant. Everybody say, oh my goodness. You guys, this is the coolest part. This is the part that everybody always forgets. When you choose, because it's a choice, when you choose to do or say something nice to somebody else, it not only makes them feel good, it makes you feel good too. Everybody say, makes me feel good too. Now clap for these rock stars. Rock stars, say bow and go sit down. You're all good. Thank you for the help. Love it, love it. All right, where are we at here? All right, you guys, I need everybody's help with this one. We are going to pretend every kind thing you do is like clapping. Everybody say, what? Yeah, okay, so first of all, raise your hand if you have an older or younger brother or sister. Okay, good, hands down. How about this? Raise your hand if you're sitting next to somebody right now. You're all sitting next to somebody. Okay, hands down. Sometimes, Liberty, sometimes you're gonna feel like the character girl with the cape. You're gonna feel like, how come he made the team and I didn't? How come they're playing with her and not me? How come I don't look like that? How come he gets to do that and I don't? You're gonna feel like you're not as important as somebody else. You guys, I'm here to tell you, I wrote this story so you would know that you were important for the simple fact that you were born. So let me show you something. Let's say I held the door open for you today. That would be like me clapping. Nobody else clap. What I've learned, you guys, is that one of the hardest things in life to do is to not clap when somebody else is clapping. That's hard. All right, but you could hear me clapping, but it wasn't very powerful, but you heard it. Where's third grade? We have third graders in the house? Where's my third grade? Okay, third grade, this is for you guys. Let's say you're outside on the playground, right? You're playing, you're having a good time. You're like, yeah, this is awesome, we're playing, I don't want to do this, but whatever. And there's one third grader who's standing off to the side, and this is how this third grader looks. You guys ready? Here we go. Ready? Right? And y'all are like, I am not hanging out with that third grader. You see what that third grader looks like over there? I'm hanging out with that kid. But what you don't know, third grade, is maybe yesterday, maybe that kid's dog ran away, or maybe mom or dad got super sick last night and had to be rushed to the hospital. What could you do to that kid who's standing all by themselves? What could you do? I saw your hand go up right away. Girl, and yes. Yeah, ask him to play. Say, come play with us. Yes, that's exactly right. That would be like all of third grade clapping. How loud would it be in here if only the third graders clap? Let's hear how loud you are, third grade. All right, now stop. Where's second grade? Third grade. Second grade. Third grade. Okay, stop. What happens if every single person in here did just one kind thing for somebody today? That would be like everybody clapping. How loud could we make this place erupt if everybody clapped? Put your hands together. Like this. Do you know, Liberty, that clapping would have never, ever sounded that loud if you weren't here. The only reason that clapping sounded that loud and that powerful is because you were here. So anytime ever you feel that you're not important or you don't matter, I want you to remember what that crazy author Amy Logan lady said. She said, I was important because I was born. So clap for me one more time, Liberty! Next one, we are going to pretend that every kind of thing you do is like a Lego brick. Everybody say, what? Yes, let's say it's lunchtime. Which it almost is. You're walking into lunch and the kid in front of you isn't paying attention and they trip and they drop their cookie on the floor. Instead of going like this, I crushed this cookie, I still have mine, plus I have hot Cheetos. Hot Cheetos, right? Yum. What could you do? What could you do? Pick it up, yes. That would be like one Lego brick, but can you build anything with one brick? No, but what happens, you guys? If every single person in here did 5, wait, no, these are the cool kids of Liberty. These are second, third, we're going 30, 60, 80, 90. What happens if every kid in here chose to do 90 kind things every single day for an entire month? How many Lego bricks would you have at the end of the month?
90.
Like a gazillion? If you went back to your classroom, and saw this many Lego bricks waiting for you, I want to know, what would you build? Just tell me. Just tell me. Don't raise your hand. Just tell me. What would you build? Get creative, you guys. Get creative. What would you build? What would you build? What would you build? Could you build that? Or that? Could you build that? What about that? It took hundreds and hundreds of thousands of Legos to build that city, but Liberty, look at me. How many did it start with? How many did it start with? Can you build a snowman with only one snowflake? No. Can you build a swimming pool with only one drop of water? No. But can you change the world with hundreds of kind things that you choose to do every day? That is why I'm excited to be here, and that is why I wrote my stories, because I need more people to realize how powerful they are, and I need more people to rock the cake. Everybody say, rock the cake! Okay, here's a fun fact. Did you guys know this? CAPE is spelled C-A-P-E, which means create a positive environment, and that's the real reason superheroes wear capes. Did y'all know that? Yeah, well, teachers, that's not true. I just made that up to go along with the book. But that's exactly what superheroes do, and we have that same power. And teachers, students, on our website, there's all sorts of free downloadables, PDFs. Just download them, use them. They support the message of all of my books. And teachers, just in case you are looking for a journaling project for your students, every Monday night, we've started an intentional kindness project. It's a free guided journal. It's all downloaded. We're going to put it on our YouTube channel as well. Right now, we just have the Facebook Live event on Monday. But every week there's a theme. And like this week's theme is the theme of I can. Because kids, we always focus on things we can't do, right? When we see somebody else doing something cool, we're like, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. I can't do that. So on my rubber band, I have the words written, I can. So every time I look down, I can be reminded, I can do that. Of course I can do it, and I can try. So it comes with a poem. By the end of the year, it's going to be like a free book, a free journal. It comes with a poem, and there's directions and all that. So that's on our website. But here's more importantly, you guys, and this is what my books, and this is why I'm here, because I've learned our brains are very powerful, you guys. Everybody say, our brains are very powerful. Yeah. So if we we believe what other people say, but more importantly, sometimes we believe what we tell ourselves. So you guys, if I were to walk around saying, I'm the worst writer in the world, I can't do anything right, I'm terrible at everything I do, my brain hears that. And that's what I believe, so we have to stop that. So I need this side of the room to say, I'm a great kid.
I'm a great kid.
And that's true, you are. Don't ever, ever forget it. And I need this side of the room to say, I'm an awesome kid. And that's true, don't ever forget it. And I need everybody to say, I'm a super kid. And don't ever forget how true that is. And because you guys are super kids, I need more superheroes showing other people how it's done in the Cicero area. So please, repeat after me. I pledge that I will be a CAPE ambassador and help create a positive environment wherever I go. I will encourage people, and I will stand up for those who need it, because that's who I am. I will be a leader to my classmates, and me? I will practice random acts of kindness every day. And know that I'm making a difference. I am a superhero. I am powerful. The world needs me. I love the girl with the cake. I am a kid with a cake. Now, congratulations, kids with cakes. Here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a gift from me today. You're going to get this little card. Well, what do we do with the card, Amy Logan? I'm so glad that you asked. Let's say I was having a bad day, you guys. I was angry, I was crabby, my kids were fighting, I had to go to the grocery store, which is the worst place on the planet for me, and I stepped in something on the way in, and I pull out the card, you guys. And at the back of the card, or at the bottom of the card, I see this card, and I pick it up. I'm like, what? Kindness card, little acts encourage big change. I was told I was a superhero and could change the world with my kindnesses. I matter, so do you. Hope this brightens your day, the world needs you. Pass it on. What? And maybe taped to this card, you guys, was a really cool picture that a really cool kid drew. Or maybe taped to this card was $1 that a really cool kid took out of their very own wallet, taped it to this card so a complete stranger would find it. Now remember, I was angry, I was crabby, I was in a bad mood. Now I'm happy, now I'm all like, woohoo, I found $1, I'm totally going to Dunkin' Donuts later, I'm excited. And I'm gonna take that card and I'm gonna do something nice for somebody else and they're gonna find it and it's gonna keep going, keep going. How many of you have ever thrown a rock into a pond of water? Right? What happens to the rock? It what? It sinks. It sinks. What happens to the water around it? It what? It waves. It ripples, right? This card is like that rock. Only don't throw rocks and don't throw this card. But when you choose to do one nice thing, you guys, hundreds are going to happen. Hundreds of kind things. Will you always see the kind things that happen because of what you started? No. Do you think the rock sees the ripples? Do you think the rock sees the ripples? No, the rock's like, dude, I'm a rock. It's physics. I'm heavier than the water. Throw me in the water and it's going to sink to the bottom. Rock never sees the ripples. But do the ripples still happen? Hey, Liberty, do the ripples still happen? Yes! So that is what you are going to do with these cards. Will you do that, Liberty? Awesome. And on our website, well, first of all, if you ordered a book, books are here, they are signed, they are ready to go, and if you see the cape that I'm wearing and she's wearing, you can get this to go along with the book. If you didn't order the book, that's okay, because you can still get them on our website, and I'll show you what that is in a minute. And if you don't want a book, that's okay too, because your library has a copy of all 4 books. So the second book in the series is called A Girl with a Cape and Her Jar of Pennies. See how she's holding the jar of pennies? So this book, she said, now that she knows her superpower is kindness, she goes, Mom, you know all the pennies I have in my jar? They're not doing much in the jar where they are, so can we have breakfast and get in the car? We don't even have to drive all that far. So I'm not going to read any more of it. You guys got to read that. But you guys want to know the cool part about this book? So my illustrator, Rich, he goes, hey, Amy, he goes, you want to know a cool idea? I go, Rich, I totally love cool ideas. He's like, how about when I draw the pictures, I draw pictures of pennies and hide them throughout the book. I'm like, oh, it's like Where's Waldo, but for a girl with a cape. So on some of the pages, you'll be like, oh my gosh, there's the pennies right there. But in some of them, you might find it in a tree. You might find a penny in somebody's food. You might find a penny on the staircase, so you got to kind of look. But the rule is, you're not allowed to circle the pennies. Okay, everybody say, don't circle the pennies. Don't circle the pennies.